Right-wing priest Calvin Robinson has been dismissed after mimicking the Nazi salute at a pro-life rally.
God bless all of you for what you're doing. Please keep doing it. I hope that I can encourage you, and my heart goes out to you. God bless.
It's so pathetic. I mean, it was also half-assed. If you're going to do a fascist salute, do it with your chest. It's cowardly. Now, Robinson has now responded to the church. In response, the Anglican Catholic Church to which the 39-year-old belonged announced they had revoked his license and defrocked him. Robinson argued in a subsequent post on Thursday that his gesture was a joke, taken out of context by hysterical liberals. He said that his attempt at dry wit was not a joke at the expense of World War II, nor was it, he says, an admission of his support of Nazis. Whether a silly old cleric like me makes a poor joke is irrelevant, the 39-year-old said. Do not be swayed and distracted by the enemy whispering in your ears. Focus on the light. All human life is sacred. Imago Dei. He's just so bizarre. Samuel, it was just a joke, so I guess that's fine then.
You know what? I'm sure you've read the response that the church gave in when they gave him the sack, and I actually liked one of the statements they put in that reply, which was that regardless of what, if it was a troll or whatever it was, that doing that salute alone downplays the seriousness of anti-Semitism, and for whatever point he thought he was making, maybe it was to troll the left, or it was to, it doesn't matter, because actually we know where that salute comes from. We know the history, we know the baggage, and anyone using it that flippantly obviously doesn't care enough about human rights or the abuses that happened during the Holocaust. So I honestly think that it's a bit annoying, because there was a time where we used to say, oh, just ignore people like him, we're just giving him attention. But unfortunately, I think people like him are getting attention. I think that they know that these things are very controversial, which is why they're pushing and doing it even more. And I think there's also this, in some quarters, plausible deniability, right? They're still kind of, like you said, they're not doing it with their full chest. They're kind of doing half salutes, but we know where this is going. And I think it's just our duty to just call a spade a spade. They will try to. I saw Joe Rogan trying to gaslight his listeners, saying that, oh, it wasn't a salute. It was like, my heart goes out to you. Just all this stuff. I honestly think we just need to call them out on their bullshit, because this is just a joke.
I mean, look, I don't think he did that salute in the way Musk did. I mean, Musk was full throat. That was a Nazi salute. Robinson was imitating him, but Robinson is on the political right. He supports a lot of what Musk believes. So that was kind of trying to be funny and sort of standing in solidarity with Musk. So whether it was intentional or not, it was still the salute. He knew what people thought of it. He knew what it represents. So it being a joke is irrelevant. You cannot hide behind that excuse, can you?
There is no confusion as to where he lies politically. I remember, maybe it was maybe 5-6 months ago, I remember being on X. God, those times I don't want to think back to. Now I'm on Blue Sky, which is much better. But on X, I think he did a tweet, something to the effect of, basically just showing no empathy for immigrants. I think it was like a tweet, something like "kick them out" or use physical force or something to that degree. And I remember in the replies, even right wingers, if you would believe it, were kind of being like, well, you're a reverend or Christian or whatever. Like, shouldn't we be a bit more empathetic? He's clearly on the right. So when he does these salutes or whatever it is, there's no plausible deniability. It's the same with Elon Musk. It's like, oh, did he do the salute? Well, I don't know. Is he supporting the ADF or AFD, or as what they call it's AFD in Germany? I think that's pretty much evidence enough to say that this person is, on the right and a fascist. I'm sorry, this is what they are.
Support independent media. Support social justice that's there on social media. Thank you. Turn left.